17. Now, it was in the heart of my father David to build a temple for the name of the Lord God of Israel. But the Lord said to my father David, whereas it was in your heart to build a temple for my name, you did well that it was in your heart. Nevertheless, you shall not build the temple, but your son, who will come from your body, he shall build the temple for my name. God knew that David loved him. He knew what was in David's heart. And it was a true desire to do something pleasing to God. He knew the temple would please God. And that's why he wanted to do it. It really is a blessing to know for sure that there's something you can do that pleases God. And I got news for you. You're doing it right now. It pleases God tremendously when we as his children study his word. That honors him. So God knows how we feel about him. And it's important to want to please God, even if we don't always live it out the way we should. God gives us credit for the want to. Sort of like a little child, Maybe you did it when you were real little. You're so excited, you go outside in the summer and you pick a handful of dandelions and they're so pretty and you bring them into your mom. And you're so excited, you got a big smile on your face. Your mom takes them, makes a big deal out of them. 2 hours later, they're wilted and dead, but they were just so important to your mother. Not because they were worth anything, but because they came from you, and you cared enough to pick them, see? And that's how God is. He doesn't need anything that we give him. But it blesses him when we care about him enough to approach him with a handful of wilted dandelions with a big grin on our face, like we think it's a great big deal. And God looks at it as a big deal because it comes from our heart. And that's the kind of man David was. He was always bringing dandelions to God.